Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I tell you what, the price of food has gone up so much, I'm trying to grow me some, okay? I got me some potatoes down there, okay? And if I could grow a steak, I'd grow a steak. I got some onions and all that and things, but the price of everything's going through the roof. It's getting to be ridiculous. So if I can get anything, if I can get 2 potatoes out here, it was worth my time and effort and stuff. But you know, getting something takes time, no matter what it is. Okay, it takes about 2 months for those potatoes to get ready, and it takes about a month or more for the onions to grow. So it takes time. So you got to be patient. Now, here's my biggest problem with the Cowboys. Okay. My biggest problem with the Cowboys is they always look for value. And I get it. You can't always have everything you want, okay? We all know that, right? But, you know, as we're sitting here with the whole number 2 wide receiver, my buddy, the Lion fan, he ended up sending me a message and said, I've got, when I talked about Dak Prescott, that I got something totally wrong. And that was, he said, Jalen Tolbert on another team, he is a legitimate wide receiver. And he said he just needs to get an opportunity. And I guess in some regard, when you look at it with Cooper Rush being the quarterback, that maybe that connection wasn't there as good as it would be with Dak. But I would love to. Here would be my counter to that. I'm not saying we need to get rid of Jalen Tolbert. Au contraire. I would love having Jalen Tolbert as my number 3 wide receiver. And get me somebody that's a little bit better than that. Okay, I think I got enough. Let that soak in. Dry around here, man. You gotta water it, but I'm afraid if we don't start getting some rain here a little bit more often, we're gonna be in a drought situation because it's been dry as could be for the last 2 years here, and that's not good because we won't be able to water the plants, and there won't be much water left for the fishes. So here's my thing: is when you think about where we are right now, with trying to figure out what's going to be the best move for us as far as wide receiver. And, you know, we've already eliminated some people because they said they're too expensive and so on. I get that. Nobody wants to spend a whole lot of money for this muffler. But at some point you have to. The problem here is, and it's not just wide receiver, is right now we're on a wing and a prayer as far as cornerback goes. We've got Diggs, who has had the surgery of last resort, which is the dreaded microfracture surgery, you know, where they literally put a paste of cartilage in a groove that they put in the bone to hopefully have it grow. And what we know is Diggs, the last time when he tore his ACL, didn't rehab quite as much as the Cowboys thought that he should have. So you have that question on how much is he going to rehab? Is he going to really be able to be there and be able to help us by the middle of the season? So that's a question mark. And we know we also had Deron Bland, who missed, like 11 games last year. Yeah, who's coming back, but I know he should be good to go. But then the Cowboys went for the value. And stop me if you haven't heard this one before, that our doctors did the surgery and checked it out, and that it's going to be good to go. Probably it will be. But here's the problem. This may be another case of, is he going to be rushed to get on the field? We know they say that he could be ready, could probably start on the PUP list at training camp. Well, training camp is the end of July. 6 weeks later, you're playing games. So is this a case of Michael Gallup where, he had the surgery and he wasn't ready, he was on the PUP list at training camp and stuff, and then we're rushing to get out there because now the problem is you're a rookie. If you're on the PUP list when we start training camp, you're not getting that many reps. Once training camp is over, the 14 padded practices, there's only like 12 padded practices all season. and you don't really go full go. You're going full go is basically only on Sunday when you're playing a game. So now we're relying on a rookie, be it a guy who's played at a very elite level, but won't have played since last September and may not have a training camp. And his first NFL action may end up being playing games. So now we're talking about 2 cornerbacks that we may be without. Don't get me wrong. Savon Ravel may be a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys. He may end up becoming an All-Pro at some point. But what we know right now is he ain't going to be probably at that point to start the season. And if he's not, and Diggs isn't, which we anticipate, we're short. We're short. This is where I hope that Stephon Gilmore wasn't just one of those ones where, come on by, see us, and, we'll see what we're going to do in the draft, and then, we're good. We're good. We got Savon Ravel, so we don't need you, because we always say we got just enough to get there. You got a flight that's 1,000 miles, and you've got 1,050 miles worth of gas. And you're hoping that there isn't any hiccups on the road, any bad weather that you got to go around, because you're going to be short. And that's part of the mentality that has really killed the Cowboys is we don't have depth. And we rely too much on guys who have been injured. Hear the train coming. Train's coming down the tracks. It's amazing that train tracks over there. Trains have been going through there since 1860. That's a long time. Well, I guess it's not coming through here. So that's my big beef right now, or one of my big worries is we're going to be here and we're going to be short to start the season with players. And if we don't get a number 2 wide receiver, we're really going to be short. And this will be another time that we kind of screwed the pooch on having a team that's going to be able to compete. All right, let me get over here and water the grass over here. Trying to get the grass to grow. It's filling in pretty good over there, but there's some patches where it's not real good. But trying to get some of this stuff done before I head up the road tomorrow, because I got to work on cabinets and build a chicken run for some people. I always got some crazy stuff I got to do. I hear the train. I think I hear the train. Oh, it must be, it's north-south and then east-west. It must be the north-south one. All right, peace out.